The ocean, mysterious, vast, and unforgiving. Covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, the ocean remains largely unexplored. In fact, more than 80% of it is still unmapped and unseen by human eyes. Beneath the waves lie secrets, dangers, and mysteries that defy science, logic, and reason. In this video, we'll dive into 5 true ocean mysteries, documented events and phenomena that experts still cannot explain. From mysterious disappearances to bizarre underwater anomalies, these stories will make you question what truly lies in the depths of our planet. Turn down the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare to descend into the unknown. These are 5 unexplained ocean mysteries that still baffle experts. In June 2011, a team of Swedish treasure hunters known as Ocean X was scanning the bottom of the Baltic Sea when they discovered something completely unexpected. At a depth of about 300 feet, sonar scans revealed a massive disc-shaped object on the seafloor. Roughly 200 feet in diameter, the object appeared to have sharp edges, symmetrical features, and even what looked like a staircase leading into it. Some immediately dubbed it the Baltic Sea UFO. What made things stranger? When divers approached the object, electronic equipment started malfunctioning. Cameras and lights would turn off for no apparent reason. Even the divers reported feeling ill, disoriented, and anxious while near it. Initial scientific explanations suggested the object was just a natural rock formation, perhaps the result of glacial activity. But these explanations couldn't account for the perfectly circular shape, nor the way the object reflected sonar. Some theorists suggested it was a World War II anti-submarine device. Others believed it was an ancient man-made structure lost to history. And some believed it might be an alien craft. Despite further dives and scans, no definitive conclusion has ever been reached. To this day, the Baltic Sea anomaly remains one of the strangest things ever discovered underwater. March 1918. The USS Cyclops, a massive Navy fuel ship, departs from Barbados, carrying 309 people and a full load of manganese ore. It was headed to Baltimore, Maryland. It never arrived. No distress signal, no wreckage, no survivors, just silence. The ship was traveling through what would later become known as the Bermuda Triangle. Conditions were calm. The ship was functioning normally. The crew was experienced. And yet, the Cyclops vanished without a trace. The disappearance became one of the single largest non-combat losses of life in U.S. naval history. But the mystery deepened even further. 2 of the Cyclops' sister ships, Proteus and Nereus, also vanished under nearly identical circumstances years later. All 3 ships were large, steel-hulled vessels. All 3 disappeared in the same region, and all 3 were carrying similar cargo. No definitive evidence has ever been found to explain what happened. Was it enemy sabotage, a powerful storm, or something far stranger? To this day, the fate of the USS Cyclops remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries in American history. In the year 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, picked up something strange. An ultra-low frequency sound captured by underwater microphones thousands of miles apart. It was deep, organic, and incredibly loud. The sound became known as the Bloop. Its origin? Somewhere in the southern Pacific Ocean, west of the tip of South America. What's bizarre is that the sound was far louder than any known marine animal. It was powerful enough to be detected by sensors over 3,000 miles away. But here's the chilling part. The audio signature resembled that of a living creature. Not a machine, not tectonic activity, something biological. Yet no known sea creature could possibly make a sound that loud. Some scientists suggested it could have been ice quakes, large chunks of ice breaking off from glaciers underwater. but others weren't so sure. The idea that something massive, organic, and possibly alive produced that sound remains deeply unsettling. To this day, the bloop has never been recorded again. Whatever made the sound might still be out there. There's a place in the Gulf of Mexico where bubbles constantly rise from the seafloor. It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. Frozen domes, brine pools, and deep cracks that seem to exhale. This is the site of what scientists call underwater lakes or brine pools. These pools don't mix with the ocean water around them. In fact, they're so salty and dense that they create their own distinct surface, almost like a lake sitting at the bottom of the sea. But what's truly eerie is that they are completely toxic to most forms of life. Creatures that fall into these brine pools often die within minutes. Their bodies sometimes remain perfectly preserved on the edge. Divers who have explored them report strange feelings, disorientation, and unease. In one case, an underwater robot sent to explore a brine pool malfunctioned and was never recovered. Some scientists believe these underwater lakes may be clues to how life began on Earth, or even how it might exist on other planets. But others wonder if they're connected to something deeper, something ancient, something hidden. These strange, deadly lakes at the bottom of the ocean remain one of the most bizarre and least understood features of our planet. In 1943, during the height of World War II, the U.S. Navy allegedly conducted an experiment that would become the subject of countless conspiracy theories. It was called the Philadelphia Experiment. According to the legend, the Navy attempted to render a ship, the USS Eldridge, invisible to radar. But something went wrong. Witnesses claimed the ship didn't just disappear from radar. It vanished entirely, reappearing moments later hundreds of miles away. Crew members were said to have suffered horrifying effects. Some were embedded in the metal of the ship, others lost their minds. A few vanished entirely. The Navy has always denied the experiment ever took place. Official records say the USS Eldridge was never even in Philadelphia at the time. But numerous witnesses and whistleblowers have told a different story. Could the U.S. military have stumbled upon teleportation or dimensional manipulation? And what does this have to do with the ocean? Some theorists believe the technology involved affected the magnetic fields of the ocean itself, and that similar disruptions could explain strange vanishings in areas like the Bermuda Triangle. True or not, the Philadelphia experiment continues to spark fascination and fear. Whether it's a hoax, a cover-up, or a glimpse into forbidden science, its connection to the sea and the unknown remains chilling. The ocean holds more mysteries than we may ever comprehend. From vanishing ships to unidentified sounds, from ancient anomalies to toxic lakes, the stories we've explored today barely scratch the surface. What else is down there? What secrets lie buried beneath miles of dark, silent water? Perhaps we're not meant to know. Or perhaps we're getting closer to finding out. One thing is certain. The ocean doesn't give up its secrets easily. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, don't forget to subscribe to Mindily for more mysteries, legends, and truths that lie just beneath the surface. Until next time, stay curious and stay cautious of the deep.